Hello, this is just a little video from Mr. Kai just to show you, tell you what you need to do for your homework. What I've got is this Word document with a couple of tasks for you. As you know, that we've been looking at the British Empire this term and deciding whether they were good or bad. So your first task is here. You've got one, two, and three. You've got a list of statements, which is 1 to 16, numbered for you. And the first one is color code each point as either good or bad, or write the number on a lined piece of paper and good or bad next to it. So if you don't have access to a computer and be able to do this online, you can do this by hand. So what you do is you write out number one, you read it, and you decide whether that is good or bad. That's an example of British Empire being good or bad. So it says improved agriculture. Britain improved these conditions, and the colonies still benefit even today. So that's clearly a good thing. So I'd write on my line piece of paper, I'd write down number one is good. Okay, number two says religion. People might argue that the spread of Christianity prevented people following their own faiths, such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam. Okay, so they're not allowed to follow their own religions. We force Christianity on them. Okay, so I'd probably say that is a bad thing. So I'd write number two, bad. Once you've done all of these, what I'd like you to do is these two tasks here. Decide which was the worst thing about the British Empire and explain why it was the worst. And decide which was the best thing about the British Empire and explain why it's the best. So once you've read all these statements, you should have a clear idea of the good and the bad aspects of the British Empire. And you might choose one. So just off the top of my head, if I'm looking at this, okay, I might think this one here is the worst negative. Native people such as Aborigines of Australia had their land taken by the British. 80% of the Aboriginal population was wiped out in 150 years. So I've wiped that down for my answer to number two, and then I'll explain why. And I'll say, well, why? Because 80% is a huge amount. They still struggle today. They were the people that were originally in the country, and it was wrong that we wiped them out just for trying to take their land. Awesome. So that's your first task. Let's look at this task. This sort of card sort activity. And your second one is looking at the interpretations. Okay. So remember, we as historians we are not in this period of time. We can only look back at the sources that are given to us, and therefore we create our own interpretation, our own view of the past. And what we've got here is two different historians, and it's just quotes from their book. Okay, we've picked aspects of their book for you to read. So you've got Neil Ferguson's the first one, and then you've got Richard Gott, the second one. So Neil Ferguson's book is called Empire: How Britain Made the Modern World, and he explains his view of the British Empire here. And Richard Gott's book is called Britain's Empire: Resistance, Repression, Revolt, and his is here. So what I need you to do is on a lined piece of paper or on a Word document, if you again have access to the internet under the new title British Empire Interpretations, is carefully read through each interpretation, highlight 5 words from each interpretation that tell you whether it gives a positive or negative view of the British Empire. If you're doing this by hand, you can write this down on a lined piece of paper. And then the last one is to complete these sentences. Ferguson argues that we should be proud or ashamed of the empire because they just cross out the word that isn't relevant. So Ferguson might say we should be proud of the British Empire because he says, tell me, what does he say? What does he say in his book that makes us proud? If you've got any questions, please just leave a comment and share my homework, and your teacher or myself will get